Good afternoon, YouTubers. Tsquare here with Tsquare Talks. Hope everybody's having a great day. It is Friday, and a lot of excitement starting to brew up in the precious metals market as we're starting to see a little bit of a climb. I'm really thinking today's going to be the day that we hit 24 bucks. A lot of this, in my opinion, has to do with what's going on overseas, with the demand now for gold and silver seeming like it's increasing. We're seeing the premiums in China, Japan working their way up. And I think some of these countries are just starting to realize that there's no end in sight to the printing of the U.S. dollar. If you look at what Jerome Powell said the other day, we are going to pause interest rates for the time being. With that being said, that is the move that a lot of us stackers have been waiting for. Some of the people that started talking about that before I even heard about it yesterday on Discord. And I think that's pretty accurate. I think now people realize that they can't keep raising interest rates without causing something really bad to happen in the economy. Although some people say and realize that, you know, there's bad stuff coming in the economy no matter what anyway, with a slowdown in a lot of stuff because interest rates are so high now. Credit card fees are skyrocketing. Credit card payments are skyrocketing. Just being able to go buy a house now, you're going to pay a higher interest rate on that too. So we're going to talk a little bit about that today. I don't want it to be a super long video. If you guys enjoyed this video, please take a quick minute, hit that thumbs up button for me. It really helps me out. Leave me a comment. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know, are you ready to see silver go up? I know a lot of people have been saying that they want to see it stay down for a little longer so they can keep picking it up. I'm kind of on the fence. I mean, if it skyrockets, I'm happy with that, and if we see it come down, I'm happy with that. Why? Because I look at it like I can always add to my stack, and as long as the dollar stays dominant, then I think I'll get to kind of enjoy the advantages that come with having the world reserve currency being the dollar. At a certain point, I believe that this could all change. And when it does, it's going to change the lifestyles of a lot of people, the average everyday people that don't even really pay attention to what's going on with the dollar. I mean, you talk to an average person on the street, they probably couldn't tell you what the interest rates are. They couldn't tell you who Jerome Powell is. They couldn't tell you anything about gold or silver. They can just tell you the basics about money is the dollar, and, you know, other countries have their own currency, you know, the baseline stuff. But a lot of people don't realize that gold and silver, it always has been money. I read comments time and time again, especially when I do I won't say a crazy video, but when I do a video like my $2,600 mystery box, it draws people out that are not stackers. And so they don't realize that, okay, that's 100 ounces of silver at $26 an ounce. Well, by the time you factor in premiums, by the time you factor in the spot price, so it brings a new crowd in, even though it's a crowd that really is not generally educated on gold and silver because they just don't understand it. But I believe that eventually a time will come where people will get an education. But unfortunately, when people get a hard education, it comes in a hard way. You know, there's an old saying, hard knock lessons, because literally by the time you learn the lesson, it literally will knock you down a little bit. And I think financially, the lessons that are fixing to come to a lot of people will knock them down a good amount. It will knock them down a peg. It will take out a lot of the middle class, push them down into a lower class. Very few people have a strong knowledge of gold and silver and what it means, and you can see this when you read comments that say, oh, gold and silver have never really gone up. But in the same comment, I actually read the other day that Silver can never go up. Who's ever going to pay $100 for silver? Who would buy it? At one time, silver was 27 cents. But in the same comment, you could make the argument the other way. At one time, silver was 27 cents, and now it's, $23.80 spot price. That's not even counting what you're going to pay. You're not going to pick up an ounce of silver. I would almost bet today you're going to have a hard time picking up an ounce of silver for $26. I won't say it's impossible. If you're buying like a bunch of them, you can pick up some deals. That's why I kind of target larger purchases, and I usually team up with friends that are also looking to buy. Because, you guys see me open up packages, and sometimes you might see a 100-ounce package, but it's not always all mine. Sometimes I got to split that up with people, and it is how it is. But it gets me a better deal per ounce of silver. I had someone ask me one day why I even bother doing that, but here's the deal. If 100 ounces, if I'm going to buy 1 ounce and it's going to cost me $28, but I can buy 100 of them and it's going to cost me $26 each, that's a difference of $200. But if I split that up with 4 people, I still save $50 out of the deal, because that $200 savings gets spread out to everybody, and it saves me money, it saves them money. And then on top of that, usually the people that I do that for, they'll be like, yeah, I'll buy you lunch today, man, since you dropped it off to me. And that adds up into a little extra something, even if it's just a lunch. So it works out pretty good. I think today we're going to possibly start seeing more of a climb. I think we're going to see $24. The reason I think that is it's Friday. A lot of people tend to buy on the weekend. I was thinking we would see a dip before the end of the month, but I think it's possible that 22.10 was about as low as it was going to go, because once the first of the month comes, it's a whole new financial quarter and stuff changes. A lot of the shorts have to be covered, and with that being said, it's already done. And statistically, I know some people out there are going to say, well, last October we saw low silver prices. And yes, we saw a big beat down at the end of September. And then we saw it continue to drop just a little bit more as the new week came. But a lot of that drop, I believe, came from just they beat it down so much that maybe it discouraged some paper holders. They saw some deals in the stock market. They sold off some paper shorts. And basically that kind of pushed the price down a little bit more. And then they put that money in the stock market. Companies that were, not doing the best at the time, like Tesla, Facebook, those type stocks. And I think now there's not that much. We did see the stock market drop yesterday, which, could push silver down a little bit more. It could push gold down a little bit more. But the demand, I believe, that's being bought up right now, because when people start getting nervous, that's when you see silver and gold explode and do really well. And I think with the talk now of the shutdowns coming again, it looks like, and when I say shutdowns, let me reword that, because there's 2 types of shutdowns. When there's talk of a government shutdown possibly coming, then that makes people a little more nervous, and they think, oh, is that going to cause problems? Ultimately, it will. However, I apologize for yawning. I'm actually shooting this video at like 5 in the morning. So, but I think that it will cause some problems, but it's not going to stop your Social Security payment. It's not going to stop your retirement, your disability, whatever. It's not going to make the economy come to a screeching halt overnight. But it is the rich elite slowly buying up gold and silver as they position themselves to be the next 1%ers, I believe. And, I know some people out there are probably going to watch this video and they're going to laugh. They're going to be like, come on, you're not going to be a 1%er buying silver and gold. The Oracle of Omaha, Warren Buffett, does not say you should buy silver or gold. Well, you know what? I hate to say it. The Oracle of Omaha, your all these elite people, they got in their place for a reason. You take MSBC, whatever it is, Kramer, sell, buy. Oh, that's definitely a buy. These people are, I won't say showmen because they do know what's going on. However, they don't always tell the truth. I believe that to a certain point, these people will try to sell you something. Everybody is trying to sell something. I'm not going to lie to you and tell you that people that sell precious metals don't want to sell you precious metals. I'm not going to tell you that I don't want extra clicks and views on my videos. However, there's a difference between going with something you believe in and selling people something that you don't believe in. I am a firm believer in gold and silver. Thus, that's why I have it. If I'm wrong in what I'm saying, well, I'm going to ultimately end up paying the price for it because I am invested in it. There's some people that I think they secretly tell you to buy something and shell it to you. I call it shelling. But they get you to buy it, and then as soon as they drive the price up, then they dump theirs, and then they don't care. Because at the end of the day, no one's going to care more about your financial well-being than you. And I think once people realize that and they wake up to that, the game is going to change, and it's going to change big time. So that's why I believe that people should hold gold and silver, but I can't financially recommend anything because I'm not a financial advisor, nor should really, I don't even think the people that are licensed to be financial advisors should be financial advisors, really. But ultimately, your financial situation is going to depend on the moves that you make and what you do. And if you believe that, silver and gold is going to go back down to 27 cents, or I'll even be honest and say if you believe it's going to go back down to $5, $10, you could end up seriously regretting that when times change, because silver has always had value ever since they actually found it and essentially brought a whole new money aspect into the world. Before silver, it was gold. But we've had things where money is whatever people make it. They've used seashells, they've used paper, they've used coffee beans. However, I think the days of paper are going to start slowly coming to an end. So with that being said, I thank y'all for watching. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I will see you guys again tomorrow. And thank you for watching, commenting, and please hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed. If you'd like to join our membership, you can join. It's only $1.99 a month, and I'd love to have you join. So, but it's not for everybody. So I thank you just for watching, commenting, and subscribing. I just say that in every video. With that being said, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys again next time on Tsquare Talk. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.